A fateful meeting in the Ancestral Plane and the dark road of revenge. The new Black Panther has some personal issues to work out. Warning, spoilers ahead. While it's a common complaint from some fans that films don't stay true to the comics, the Marvel Cinematic Universe has still managed to make things work. Power sets may have changed, and origin stories may have altered, but that hasn't stopped the worlds of thunder gods and advanced beings from the darkest depths of the sea from crashing into ours and making a space for themselves. In the case of Black Panther Wakanda Forever though, there's one hero in particular that has had a drastic change from their origin story, one that could provide a whole new terrain for the first steps in a hero's journey. Wakanda Forever ended with only one remaining member of the Panther tribe, or so it would seem before the post-credit scene to Watch the Throne. Heavy is the head that wears the crown though, and it becomes apparent that Shuri is veering away from the noble and just way of ruling. With fresh young eyes looking forward to Wakanda's future, what does it mean for Wakanda? And what kind of dark territory could it take us to when the Black Panther returns?
Wakanda will fall.
In a phase that has seen heroic mantles passed to others brave enough to take them on, Shuri follows in the lines of a new Captain America and a fleeting but mighty Thor. This might have been a shock for some, but it's nothing new for fans of the comics the films are inspired from. Unlike in the original film, comic Shuri had full intention of becoming the first female Black Panther, only to be bested by her older brother T'Challa in 2005. Only during the story arc of Dark Reign, after the king's life was in danger, did his sister take the title of Wakanda's protector, until T'Challa was back to full health and able to continue his previous duties. Sadly, this is not the case in Black Panther Wakanda Forever. Following T'Challa's passing off-screen as well as Queen Ramonda's death, Shuri accepts that her home still needs its protector, and finally answers a call to follow in the tradition she used to scoff at. Shuri is, for now, the official Black Panther, and it's a task that understandably takes its toll, culminating in a personal journey that turns a classic hero trope on its head in a fascinating way. After taking her artificial heart-shaped herb, Shuri's hopes of being greeted by her mother or late brother for counsel are quashed when the air turns deathly cold, and none other than Eric Killmonger greets her with some harsh truths. Doing so awakens a side of Shuri we've never seen before. Killmonger gives her the answers she's been fighting to accept, and the ramifications of what that looks like if she acts on them. She wants retribution, and here it is. Though she only comes close to acting on it, it's clear that she still has an inner turmoil that could ripple out into Wakanda's future. Besides being a film depicting the various forms of grief, Black Panther Wakanda Forever brilliantly demonstrates the different views that can lead to actions not everyone may agree on. Shuri has always stood apart from her family and Wakanda's beliefs and perspectives, and here it becomes even more apparent. Defiant in tradition and willing to go against the rules if necessary, this new queen is a far cry from the playful princess we met back in 2018.
Interesting.
Guess what I call them? Sneakers.
Peace may be restored to both worlds above and below the water, but in doing so, it feels like Shuri has gained an edge that her brother lacked, and that her cousin has succeeded in igniting. Vengeance has consumed us, she tells Namor, echoing her brother's own words.
Vengeance has consumed you. I'm done letting it consume me.
T'Challa managed to temper his anger better than his sister did, and it makes us wonder, will Shuri's bloodlust return should another enemy cross Wakanda's borders? Could it cause unease among the ranks? All of these questions, if answered, could lead to a new, more tense time in Wakanda and an unexpected era. The Black Panther will return, but will it be one to be welcomed or be wary of?